What's going on? So I realized that I just started making videos and I never introduced myself. Like I'll start off my videos and be like, hey, it's Bri. You know, it's Briona, but my friends call me Bri. You can call me Bri, whatever. And then I kind of just like jump into things for watching this video, but I've never said exactly who I was and what you would be expecting out of this video. So I thought it would be really cute to do a get ready with me and I tell you some things about me. So let's get into it. First of all, it's been so long since I have gone shopping and I've been in such a funk these past couple days. So I said I am going to go shopping and do a little retail therapy. Is that healthy? Probably not, but it might make me feel better. Thankfully, and I think God feels the exact same way, because I woke up this morning and my uncle sent me some money and my mom gave me a gift card on top of the other gift cards that I already have from Christmas. I think that's confirmation. Let me know if you think that's also confirmation. I don't know if I want to do foundation or if I want to do a tinted moisturizer. What you think? Some facts about me. I am Briona. Actually, I'm going to color correct a little bit because your girl, for some reason, could not sleep last night. And yeah, it's looking like I could not sleep last night. I am Briona. I am 31 years old. I just turned 31 in October. October 25th to be exact. So let me know if we are birthday twins, because I can never find someone that has the same birthday as me. I am 31 years old. I currently live in South Carolina, Greenville, Spartanburg area to be exact. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I am a full-time server, but I also have some bartending experience. And I went to school for marketing, but I have not done anything with that marketing degree. Not because of personal choice, but because people want 5 years of experience freshly out of college. And I am first year bachelor's in my family. I didn't know anything about internships or anything. My parents ingrained in my mind, and school as well, you know, go to school, get a degree, and you'll find a job, no problem. And it probably was that way more than likely when they were younger, but it is no longer, forgot this part. It is no longer that way for us. I am doing this and filming content not only because I love it, but it also helps me gain that practical experience within social media marketing and everything. I lived in Atlanta for 3 years and I just moved back home in May 2024. I moved to Atlanta for a career opportunity. I was an account executive for a healthcare recruiting agency. And that was pretty cool for a little bit. I'm lying. I absolutely hated it. It was not cool. It was, I realized that I do not like sales. I cannot stand sales. That sale was very particular because I was a healthcare recruiter and it felt like I was like betting on other people's lives and salaries, and they wanted you to like offer a lower salary so that your commission check can be a lot better, and that just was not my vibe at all. I'm such a girl's girl and I have a moral compass, and that just didn't seem very moral to me. So yeah, but it's okay because I think God realized that that was not for me either, and I was laid off November. I started that job in February and I was laid off in November. So that kind of is where that was. And since then I've been bartending and serving full-time. That was a really detrimental time in my life. Sorry, I keep looking down because I'm trying to find all my stuff. But that was a really detrimental time in my life. Very pivotal time in my life because I did not know what to do. I did not know. You gotta think, I'm in a new city. I'm on my own for the first time, in my own apartment for the first time, living in a new city, don't know anyone, and I just lost my job. And not to mention, a couple months, I think 2 months prior to me losing my job, I got into a terrible car accident. I was rear-ended on the interstate coming home from work this particular day, and yeah, it ruined my car. Thankfully, by the grace of God, clearly I'm okay. I deleted the pictures of the car because it was just too triggering, and I didn't want that to continue to be my story. But I left with a herniated disc and a bulging disc in my lower back and 3 herniated discs in my neck. I had to go through physical therapy. I had to go to the chiropractor for a few months, physical therapy for about 8 months. And I had to get 3 rounds of shots on both sides of my neck. And on both sides of my back. Not a fun time. I still have like back pain and my neck still bothers me. I still take everything pretty easy because I don't want to injure myself or make things worse. Because of that, I went through some really tough financial times, and that was around the time that I started YouTube and started filming videos. But I wasn't doing anything true to myself. I was doing things like how to be that girl and how some other stuff, and it was not authentic. It was not, I mean, it was authentic, but it didn't feel good in my heart because I wasn't in a good place, if that makes sense. I just was not in a good place mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I was just really depressed. It was a really dark time in my life, and I took a break from YouTube to kind of focus on my life and, you know, what I want to do, filling out resumes, going to investing in career coaches, life coaches, really trying to find myself and my passion and what I really like to do, on top of trying to navigate living in a new city and what that looked like for me, and really trying to be adventurous and go out and really find myself. I'm here to say that I'm probably still figuring that out, but I have a better idea of what that looks like for me. I was thugging it out in Atlanta for a while, went through some really tough financial times, continue to go through some tough financial times. And sometimes when God tells you he does not want you to be somewhere, he will make it known, child. Cause I think God was just like, girl, what are you doing? This is not where I wanted you to go. This is not where I wanted you to be. And I am going to rock your foundation until you realize that this is not where I want you to be. Like, literally, I was looking for jobs forever. Like, I mean, and it got to the point where I could not find even like a serving position, a bartending position. Like, I could not find anything. It was terrible. And I was so down that I turned to alcohol. At that time, I was going through probably like a liter bottle of tequila or vodka. My tequila of choice was Espolòn Reposado, and my vodka of choice was Tito's because they were on the cheaper end, and it didn't help with me being in Atlanta. I lived down the street from a liquor store, so it was after work on Fridays. I would work all day, and then I would go to the liquor store because it's Atlanta and they close pretty late. I would go to the liquor store, get me my bottle, get me my sugar-free Red Bull, call up my best friend at the time, and we would get virtually drunk. And I would be drunk, just in the apartment by myself, not going anywhere, just drunk, high functioning drunk. And it would be, and I didn't get hangovers, so it was easy for me to like wake up and, you know, if I was feeling a little down from withdrawals, I would take me a couple shots and call it a day. I mean, it was terrible. I would go on errands half drunk. I would look at new apartments drunk. I was not drunk when I would go for like interviews or anything, but there were some days that I would have such a binge drinking moment that I was still drunk the next morning, waking up, going to work. So I probably started my shift drunk. It was not a good time. I had gained so much weight. I was in a terrible mental space, and I just remember just continuing to pray to God, like, why is all this happening? What is going on? Why is this happening in my life, Lord? I don't understand why you're putting me through this. I don't understand. Like, I'm such a good person. Why am I going through this? And there were a lot of times that I had these conversations with God. Fast forward to 2024, hardships continue, financial problems continue, bill collectors continue to call me, and still do. And the drinking also continued. But what grew was my faith in God. I started going to church more. I had been reading the Bible, having a relationship with God, but I started like going to church with my friend, which is, I would say she's my best friend now. She really saved me. I mean, God saved me, but she was that support system in my life that I needed. And I started going to church, started praying to God. My lease was coming up, and I fasted, and I said, God, you know, I'm just gonna put it in your hands. What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? And yeah, I fasted for like 3 days. That was the first time I fasted, and I was looking for apartments and couldn't find one. Could not find an apartment, would not get approved. And I mean, honestly, looking back, I mean, I kind of know why I didn't get approved. My history with renting was not the best. I would pay my rent, but it was always late because it was either I pay for my rent or I pay for my car and everything else, and my rent doesn't get paid. And if you don't pay it by the 15th, you get evicted. And it was just one of those things where I had to, by the time I saved up the money for my rent, the first came back around. So it was just always that constant cycle. In February, my car got repossessed. That was a time, and a very pivotal time. Like, there was just a lot going on, so that probably led me to fast. So I fasted and said, Lord, what do you want me to do? Because my apartment complex was not renewing my lease because I was a terrible tenant. And I just didn't know what to do. Literally, I could not find an apartment. Could not find one. Thought I would find a couple off of these like housing programs, like new builds, like gorgeous. Some of them were high rises, y'all. And nope, or those people would not get back in contact with me. They would say I was making too much money, how to be on that program, even though I was currently on that program with a different apartment complex. There was one situation where I got accepted into the apartment complex, and then not even 5 minutes later, they denied me. Like, it was stuff like that. I prayed about it, like literally till the last week that I was in Atlanta, I prayed. And nothing came through. So I said, okay. I packed up my belongings, asked my uncle if he could have my cat while I figure life out. He said, of course. We absolutely love Jasper, which is why Jasper is not in these videos. Also, I had got a dog, and my brother was kind enough to say, you know, I will take care of your dog for you while you figure things out. And I moved back home at 30. It's been an experience to move back home. I moved back home with the same bad habits that I was in Atlanta with: drinking, partying. I was going out every weekend and just hanging out with people that I really did not need to hang out with. This was not a good time in my life. Actually, very dark time in my life. I didn't know what to do again. Not happy in this space. Prayed to God. Told him, you know, Lord, if anything is not of you, please remove it from my life. And poof, like magic, everybody's gone. The people that I was drinking with, they are gone. I'm no longer associated with those people anymore. I was not in a relationship, but I was dating someone that was, you know, he was, I ain't gonna lie y'all, he was fine, but he never had my best interest at heart, so I had to let him go too. And I have just been thugging it alone. It's been very lonely time in my life. I've been literally going to work and coming home. My Friday nights consist of me watching RuPaul's Drag Race now because it just came back on, or binge watching Girlfriends or Insecure, Love After Lockup, stuff like that. And being in my Bible, praying to God, trusting God in everything that I do. And literally he has become my best friend. Don't get me wrong, I still have friends that I see here that love me, care about me, that I go out with every now and again, but I have not gone out in 2 months, so yay me. I haven't drank the way I used to. I've had like maybe one drink, and that was New Year's, and I think I had like 2-3 sips of that, and I was just like, I don't want this. But so yay me, I'm very proud of myself. So I'm not like a high functioning alcoholic. I no longer work at that restaurant anymore. I have a new restaurant job, which is so much more better and not as toxic. And now I have the courage, and I have a story and a testimony to bring to you guys. I can talk to you and really share my testimony, because at first I was ashamed of my story, but my story is beautiful. And I'm not going to pretend like I have my things together and I have my stuff together, because I absolutely don't. But I wanted to bring you along this journey of me having my stuff together and getting my things together and in order. And I wanted to be that inspiration to you. Maybe you are going through your own battles as well. Maybe, you know, you've lost friendships, you've lost love, you've moved to a new place, you're going through financial hardships, you're grieving. Maybe your mental health isn't in the best. Maybe you're not in your best shape and you don't feel all that great about yourself. But I am living proof that it's gonna be okay. And that's just what I want to share with the world. This time around on YouTube and on other social media platforms, because, child, we don't know what's gonna happen with the Clock app. This time around, being on YouTube and being on social media, it feels more authentic. I'm able to give you who Briona is and show you who I am and show you that you are not alone, that life kicks some people's tails more than others, and that's it. So that's why I decided to start my YouTube channel. That's why I am talking to you now. My family has been super supportive. I have a new tripod. Okay, so no more like little 3-foot tripod trying to like balance her. No, baby, we got the good tripod. I'm still learning YouTube and I'm still trying to figure it all out. Hey, that is my life. It is imperfectly perfect, and dare I say, I would not change it for the world. I'm so excited for the future, and I'm super excited for what we get to talk about as well. I think my face turned out pretty good. I'm just, like I said, I'm going shopping, so I think this is a cute little beat. I might, should I do a lip? I'll probably do a lip off camera, but this is it. This is the look. The hair is super cute. I did the hair before I did this video, but I will post a short about this hair. It's little heatless curls, and if you want to see a tutorial about how I did my heatless curl, please leave that down below in the comments as well. And yeah, that's it. That is the video. Please leave your name. I want to know who you are as well, and your story, and if this get ready with me story time, get to know me video was helpful and a little encouraging for you too. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.